Emergency egress, what you need to know. Hi everyone, welcome back to another note from the safety desk where safety is always first, and like we said, our motto, coffee is always second, okay? Let's talk about emergency egress. Let's dive into it a little bit. You know, it seems simple. People say emergency egress, what is emergency egress? Emergency egress can actually save lives. That's what it's there for. Whether you're in an office, a workplace, you're at school, wherever you're at, having a good emergency egress plan can essentially save lives in so many different situations. So again, what emergency egress actually is, let's talk about it. So first, what exactly it is, the term egress simply means a way out. It's a clear, safe, and accessible path that takes you from wherever you are to safely outside during an emergency or to another place during an emergency, away from the emergency. Egress is that pathway out. You want to make sure it's not blocked, and it has to be quick, safe, and efficient for you and everybody. Emergencies come all different shapes and sizes: fires, chemical spills, active threats, structural failures. They come from a long laundry list, and it can actually end in tragedy for people if they're not prepared to do so. And here's something of it. Egress is the path. Evacuation is the act of leaving. They work together, but they're not the same thing. So let's look at the actual components of a safe egress system. Let's break it down. What makes a good emergency egress system? Okay, number one, that's the exit route itself. Every building must have complete exit routes. That includes the exit access, the path that leads you toward the exit, like hallways or aisles. The exit itself is usually a stairway or an exit door, if you will, that has a fire-rated protection. And then the exit discharge is that final stretch that leads you to safely outside. So those three things, again, is your exit access, your exit, and then your exit discharge, okay? And let's talk about just for a second another important element, and that's lighting and signage. In an emergency, especially during a fire, you're going to lose visibility relatively quickly. That's why illuminated exit signs and emergency lighting are non-negotiable, people. They must stay lit, even if the power goes out. Emergency lighting is critical. And then there's the doors and hardware. Exit doors must open in the direction that the people are traveling, especially in crowds. And they must have that panic hardware. You know, those horizontal push bars that we see everywhere? You push on it and then you can go straight out. If the door is chained shut or blocked, this is not just unsafe, it's illegal. And more importantly, it can cost lives. Keep it clear, no exceptions. One of the most common violations that people see when doing inspections, is blocking exit routes. That might be simple boxes in a hallway, furniture in the way, temporary storage piles, a locked side exit. One thing that I recently seen when doing an inspection was a lot of, during the holidays, Christmas holidays, garland and stuff stringed over, and electrical lights strung over a door, an exit door going out. You can't do that. It has to be clear. It has to be free. It has to be not blocked at all. Nothing in the way to keep those people from going out. You don't want lights starting to fall down, lights on or garland on fire or anything like that that's going to impede that person's exit going out. So let's keep those things like this clear. If something blocks your escape, even for a moment, that moment might be the difference between making it out or not. Then there's human behavior during emergencies. Now let's talk about human behavior, the side of egress. Because even if a building has a perfect exit route, people usually don't always use it correctly, okay? It's called normancy bias. Most people assume it's probably nothing, during an emergency, but that hesitation wastes precious seconds. It's called normancy bias, and it's incredibly dangerous. Herding behavior. When people panic, what do? They follow the crowd. Even if there's a much closer exit right behind them, this is why training matters so much, and good training. So let's talk about training and drills. Regular drills can reduce confusion and improve reaction times for everybody. Everyone should know their primary exit, secondary exit routes in case the first one is blocked or impeded, the assembly area, where are we headed to, and how to help coworkers and visitors with disabilities get out and reach that same destination. Lastly, accessibility. Buildings must ensure that everyone can escape safely. That may mean evacuation chairs, clear communication, and no barriers in the way. Your personal egress checklist. Let's talk about that just for a second. Identify 2 exits everywhere you go. You go to the mall, identify 2 ways to get out. Your workplace, 2 ways to get out. Keep the exit paths clear. Never block fire doors. Always be able to open them without any problem. Report broken signs, emergency lighting, and practice drills seriously. Let me specify that again. Say that one more time. Practice drills seriously. This is not a time to say, I've got so much going on, I need to wait. I'll catch it next time. No, this is not a time to go to your car, to run to the store, come back, I'll catch up on it later. No, take it seriously. Be there for one another. Make sure everybody is out of the building. Use fire wardens. Fire wardens are the people that know the exit access, knows how to get out of the building, the exit routes, and can lead people out in a safe direction and get them to safety. Use good fire wardens, okay? That's your crash course on emergency egress. If you found this to be helpful, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and share this video with someone that you feel may need to hear this. Just remember, safety is first and coffee is always second, okay? We thank you for watching, and this has been another note from the Safety Desk from Joko Safety Solutions. Until we meet again, have a good one. Take care.